I just found out that my sister is actually my mother. I grew up with a sister who, for a large part of my childhood, was mostly absent. She was busy with college and then medical school. When she did visit during holidays or on the rare weekend she wasn't occupied, she would shower me with attention. She'd take me to exciting places, buy me little treats, and offer me valuable advice whenever I needed it. I always felt an unbreakable bond with her, believing I could confide in her without fear of judgment. However, she never seemed to get along with our parents. Their relationship was a mystery to me, filled with constant arguments and an uncomfortable tension that hung in the air. But my parents were loving towards me, and we had a great rapport. When she started dating the man who is now her husband, the time she spent with me began to dwindle. 5 years ago, they got married. I've disliked him from the start. He's like a perpetual adolescent, always making inappropriate jokes or saying stupid things, completely oblivious to the mood of the room. I've complained to my sister about him, but she always defends him, saying it's his unique way of connecting with people and that he has a good heart. 2 nights ago, my sister and her husband came over for dinner and were planning to stay the night as they lived 2 hours away. He took advantage of the situation and drank excessively. He's unbearable when sober, and drunk, he's a nightmare. My sister and I were having a long overdue catch-up, and I was sharing my aspiration to enter the medical field like her. Then, her husband barged in and said it was wonderful that I wanted to follow in my mom's footsteps. But my mom has never been in the medical field, and I knew something was off. My sister's face turned deathly pale, and my parents went silent. I stared at my sister, certain that this was no innocent mistake. I fled to my room and locked myself in, not emerging until the next day. I could hear a lot of shouting outside, but I was too overwhelmed by the new revelation to face it. When I finally mustered the courage to leave my room, I found my sister sitting right outside the door. Her husband was nowhere to be seen. I demanded an explanation and warned her not to lie, or I'd cut ties with her forever. She then told me a secret that turned my world upside down. She got pregnant during her senior year of high school, and the father vanished. She wanted to keep the baby me. Our parents were fully supportive. She got accepted into her dream school, and she was faced with an impossible choice: give up her education or give me up. Unable to decide, she opted to keep both. She talked to our parents, and the plan was for them to take care of me while she was in school, and she would take me back when she could. I was supposed to grow up knowing she was my mother, but due to her hectic schedule and stress, she felt ill-equipped to handle motherhood. Our parents noticed her struggle and decided to adopt me and raise me as their own. She was young and naive at the time and agreed to the adoption. She said she had countless times considered dropping out and reclaiming me, but thought I'd be better off without her as a mother. As the years passed, she saw less reason to disclose the truth since I was thriving and well cared for. She broke down in tears, expressing her regret and her desire to be my mother, even though I'm nearly an adult. She begged for a chance to start anew. I told her I'd need time to think, and then she left. I want to talk to my parents. They assured me that they had done everything out of love and that I wasn't obligated to change anything now that I knew. They said if I didn't want things to change, they wouldn't. It seemed like they were hoping for the status quo. I feel like my entire life has been a lie. I know I've been fortunate and don't want to seem ungrateful, but the deception stings. I can't fathom calling my sister mom and pretending everything is okay. My parents are the ones who raised me. How could I abandon them? On the other hand, if I don't embrace my sister, she might think I despise her, and after 17 years, she might finally give up on me. I'm torn and deeply betrayed. I can't believe I learned the truth from that idiot. It makes me even angrier. I feel pressure to choose a side, but I don't know how. Sometimes, I just wish I could run away and forget all of this. Everyone is leaving the decision up to me, and I can't even make simple choices like what to have for breakfast on a normal day. How can I handle this without hurting anyone? I'm truly grateful for all the feedback I received. I initiated a family group chat and proposed family therapy. Everyone is on board and willing to do whatever it takes to make this work. I realize how lucky I am. Many kids don't have a loving family like mine, so perhaps I was overreacting. My sister said she'll make more of an effort to be in my life. I think therapy could be beneficial. As for my sister's husband, she wants us to get along, but I don't see that happening. Maybe he should attend therapy a few times if he's serious. She's furious with him, but wants to salvage their relationship. It was eye-opening to read similar stories from others. It's astonishing how common these situations are. Until you experience it, it seems unimaginable. The stories were inspiring, and some were heart-wrenching. They made me understand that I shouldn't let anger dictate my decisions because life is short. My parents aren't getting any younger. I don't want our last interactions to be negative. They still need to earn my trust, but we can at least have a civil relationship while they do. They've been extremely remorseful, but actions speak louder than words, so we'll see. Another concern is my biological father. He disappeared from my sister's life. I'm not sure if I should bring it up since no one else has. I guess it'll be a topic for therapy,